Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Pisces, my friends, we're going to do a different type of reading today. We're going to do, it kind of picks up a bit from last week where I did the readings of the mask you wear. So, I was looking very deeply into each of you, which was very intriguing. Humanity is so fascinating. What we're doing this week is we're looking at the mask they wear. So, this reading is not intended to, it's actually not even really created in a way to specifically call people out for any bad behavior or say, see, I knew that person was a narcissistic asshole. It's not really my intention with these readings, so it's not really going that way. And I think the intention of this reading is for us to see the deeper parts of people. When we can see the depth within others, it really kind of means that we have a more holistic understanding even of ourselves. So, and that is part of being human. We are social creatures. No man, woman, or child is an island. There may be mirroring in this reading. You may even see yourself in it at times. But the intention really around this reading is to recognize that regardless of what our opinion is of someone, they may have pain. And well, not may. I mean, I think everyone pretty much does have different levels of pain and trauma that they work through, but they have a story. Every single person has a story. Who they is to you could be many different people. It could be someone from your past long ago. It could be a parent that you always struggled with. It could be a spouse that you struggle with now. It could be a child. It could be a sibling. It could be a work colleague. It could be someone that you just see once in a while when you walk the dog, and maybe it's spirit's way of just saying, if you think it's this person, maybe you guys have something in common. Because that's the other thing too. If you see a bit of yourself in this reading, it's kind of also to point out that there might be people around you that are dealing with similar things. So I just feel like I need to put that big. Yeah. Anyway, so gonna get started. Just for anyone who's coming to this too and figuring I'm going to do Aries and Taurus tomorrow. No, I'm not. I'm taking the day off. These are really tiring. They don't seem like that when you get started, but that it really accumulates. So I'll be taking tomorrow off. So you're the last one until Thursday. So Pisces, I'm going to do this reading. I'm going to use the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. Which I have here in my hands. This card has been coming around a lot. Is this me? I think there's a lot of self-discovery going on amongst the collective, and that's going on with people around you. It's going on with you as well, of course, but you all had your reading last week. So I am really trying hard to delve into them, whoever that them is to you, and right, you don't necessarily get to choose. That's the thing too with these readings, because spirit will talk to you about whoever spirit wants to talk to you about. I'm also going to use my karma card deck, and possibly I didn't have to do it for Aquarius. I didn't need any tarot, but the Tarot of the Abyss. So let's get started. It is a general reading. Because general, it may or may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't mean that I'm an idiot or you are. It doesn't mean that at all. It means it's just not your reading today. If it does resonate and you're drawn to it, there is an extended, the link to that is at the top of the description within this video. All right, Pisces, the mask they wear. Oh yeah, so you're going to get who they really are. I'm doing this so internally. Who they really are, the masks they wear, why they hide their true selves, how this affects your relationship, advice for you, outcome if you follow the advice. So right, if through this whole reading you're thinking, oh, this person is just a mess, at the end of the day, that's fine. Because you're going to get like valuable advice for yourself in this. Oh, I want to mention too, so when I sat down to do Aquarius's reading, I lit an incense. I sat down to do yours and I was drawn immediately to a scented candle. So I almost feel like maybe soft scents, like I'm using a combination of lavender and mint right now for this candle. Essential oils. So I would recommend something natural, but maybe some scents like let me hear Scentology. What would that be? Scentology. Would that be the research of scent? I don't know. It's not Scientology, Scentology I'm hearing. So something about scent. I was really compelled to say that at the beginning, and this deck is shuffled, so ready to go. I don't need to concentrate on anything about that right now, but I just wanted to put that out there. Something about scent for you, like soft, natural scents might help you feel like really good right now. Okay, who they really are. Fragmentation. Yeah, people, y'all, the collective is going through a really big breaking apart of the past self and walking into the future self. We're all struggling. I feel like on some level to even say like we're all struggling through rebirth, getting our footing, learning to step out into a new energy. So this person is fragmented. Oh, number 27. I have a little cheat sheet here because I really find this to be one of the most genius decks I've ever used. It's called the Dark Mirror, and I think like the little tiny one-sentence phrases that come with these cards, that's why I've written them down, because they're so poignant. So by Riccardo Minetti and Laura Sava, really genius. So number 27, when rage is projected inward, destruction joins confusion and we break. Oh yeah, that one. Okay. So this person might be going through something right now that angers them, upsets them, but they're putting it inward. They're projecting it upon themselves. Well, that's an interesting statement too. I went on a little journey with Sagittarius yesterday and mostly today. And I don't think it's anything that they have going on that the rest of us don't. So I don't think it's that. I think that they were just utilized too. Someone made a good point of Sagittarius being the wounded soldier, wounded warrior. So that was probably why Spirit utilized them to bring a message out that I did. That, you know, we can look at other people's pain and also project it onto ourselves. You might be dealing with someone who's doing that. Maybe they did do you dirty. I don't know. But this person is kind of projecting their rage inward. They're not, and maybe there's a circumstance that they're in where, you know, I really cannot project this outward. It'd be completely inappropriate. So it basically comes down to destruction joins confusion and we break. So this inward reflection that's happening to whoever this is for you, it is breaking them down on some level. It's breaking down who they knew themselves to be. It's breaking them down in terms of maybe their relationships or how they feel like they can step forward. The mask they hide behind. Today for tomorrow. Why has it been so funny? This is kind of a repeat where a lot of your people are coming out, and I say your people because I'm reading like they, of having a mask of hoping for better things for tomorrow, but really they don't. Because this is today for tomorrow is about, I'll read it to you in a minute, but 32 is, you know, making some sort of small sacrifice for today because tomorrow will be a better day. And that small sacrifice that you're making today will actually be the solid building blocks for what your future is going to be. But this is the mask. So there's on some level not a belief in that. Hope is in the present. The brick that I didn't write this out in full because I ran out of space. The brick we build the future with. So that's the mask they hide behind. So again, this is coming out over and over again too. I don't know, maybe there is a sense of, and maybe this isn't every part of a person's life, but maybe there's one part of somebody's life. And I'm reading the energy right now. So this could be like how they're kind of feeling right now, where they might be feeling like they're making some sort of a sacrifice. But I think on a more perhaps subconscious level, maybe they don't believe that this is going to give them something worth building with in the future. Like it isn't. They're making a sacrifice now, and is it really for tomorrow? Am I missing something today? Am I going to benefit from it tomorrow? So consciously, they might be displaying more of a, yeah, everything will be good. It's going to be great. Just wait and see. Why they hide their true selves. Oh, Queen of my world. Wow, that's interesting. That really is interesting, going with fragmentation. Okay, wait. Well, hear this one. So, number 24, Queen of my world. This is why they hide their true selves. I set limits to my world. Inside I am queen and outside is lost. This kind of feels like the person has more control with what's going on inside of themselves than what goes on outside of them. But yet what's going on inside of them is breaking down. So that's really interesting. I set limits to my... So this person is limiting themselves even possibly as well. Inside I am queen. Outside I am lost. Kind of has that feeling as well of maybe rediscovering themselves, who they truly are. And learning to step forward in that. Like, I don't have any control of this outside world. I'm really lost here. I think they do feel a little bit lost about the outside world. How they fit into that. This person, I would say, does have a very natural confidence to them. A confidence as well that, you know, maybe they understand how to use it for themselves, but they don't understand how to use it outside of themselves at this point. How this affects your relationship with this person. I won't cry for you. All right, Pisces, you can... It's okay. It's actually very healthy. Because listen to this. Number 22. Sometimes when it's over, closure must be created, not just found. Do you see how poignant this deck is? This deck is brilliant because it's so true. What do we often hear? I'm looking for closure. Where is it? Is it under this rug? Where is closure? That's very passive in terms of having more control over our lives. So how this affects your relationship with this person? Perhaps you do not have sympathy for them. Perhaps you feel that they have created their own bed, and maybe they have. But maybe somebody here, I feel like, with this card, is taking more control over closure. You need to create this closure. You can't just sit by and expect it to happen. You need to actively participate in your life, even when it feels like life isn't worth living. I mean, even when it feels like life, what's coming up? A John Cougar Mellencamp song. Is it? What is that song? What is that song? Shit. I'm getting that one spot in the lyric. Life keeps going on even when it's not worth living. It's in a John Cougar Mellencamp song. Is it Jackie and Diane? What is that song called? Yeah. Because at the end, you know what? You put one foot in front of the other. That's what you do. And that in itself is creating closure. Put one foot in front of the other. Now, shedding tears of blood too. This is a really interesting message. Sorry, I was being drawn to the vial she's holding in her hand. Somebody's holding something. Okay, asked, what are they holding? Like, what does this symbolize? It's the blood of the past. Okay, who's past? Their past. You've created closure with these tears of blood. These tears of blood represent to me like sort of, it could be ancestral healing. It's healing the past, creating closure in however way you have power to do that. Maybe it's just getting up, having a shower, brushing your teeth, making sure the kids are fed, and putting one foot in front of the other. Like, you know, maybe it's very basic sometimes. Maybe sometimes it's a little more dynamic. But there is a sense of that. Now, this vial that she's holding in her hand it's for them. Like, you need to take control of this vial of blood, and you need to shed your own tears of blood. The past. You need to shed your own tears of the past. I can't cry for you. I won't cry for you. How am I going to cry for you? You are the only one that can cry for you. Wow, that's so deep. I do feel like on some level here in this reading, like the relationship you have with this person is something has not worked out. And maybe like both sides could be very sad and upset by this fact. But at the end of the day, you can't just sit in this energy indefinitely. You need to put one foot in front of the other. I've cried my tears of blood. I can't do that for you. You have to do that. You have to find your closure. Advice for you. Artificial heart. Whoa. Number 12. If I don't feel the warmth of the sun, will I blame the sun or myself? Now, the advice for you is to recognize if part of your healing process has inadvertently put you in a position where you may be a little bit standoffish to the possibility of warmth and love again. I mean, this is almost like the advice for you is kind of like asking yourself a question. If I don't feel the warmth of the sun, will I blame the sun or myself? This is so deep, so tiring. Every time I finish these each day, I crash on the couch and have like a 20 to 30 minute nap. It's also a 3. It works out to a 3. 1 and 2, a 3. So there is a sense of broken heart, but I think it is about like looking at your broken heart. Outcome if you follow the advice. Calling the storm. Number 30, I do not think we have pulled this card out at all. Actually, I haven't pulled out the Queen of My World either in this series yet. So number 30, calling the storm. Power comes not from the inside, but from connection and integration to a greater whole. And this, like, right, there's a lot of power inside, but it's not coming out for your person. At least not yet. Everybody in their own time, right? Hopefully. So, wow. I really feel like you're getting a really important question here. If you've been through something difficult, to really contemplate this statement. It's almost like an affirmation question. It feels really empowering as an advice. Like I would put it on your mirror, your bathroom mirror, put it on your steering wheel. I don't know, just write it down. If I don't feel the warmth of the sun, will I blame the sun or myself? Because if you can really answer that question and look at it in a holistic way for you as you move forward out of something that perhaps may have been very painful or maybe is still very painful, you call in the storm. And this means you can face anything. So you're ready to move forward. You're ready to integrate all the work that you've done internally and utilize that externally. You're ready to walk into the storm. Whether it's a brisk, windy day, a downpour, a hurricane, a tornado, a snowstorm, you're ready. You would be ready. I need a drink. Actually, I need to start putting vodka. Okay. Whoa. I don't know who you're dealing with. They got working through some shit. Wow. Okay, we have the revenge card at the bottom. It is time to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. So that it has a very negative connotation to me. It is time to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. Like, it's opposing the end of it even. I don't know if this person is fighting an end. Gilded regret. So this has a sense too of like the past, painting it like regret. We can't really regret what we haven't done yet. So it's something from the past. And gilded, you know, like a piece of cheap metal and covering that up with 18 karat gold, 24 karat gold. It really wasn't that great. Your regret is based on something that really wasn't that great, perhaps. Colorless, yeah, colorless angel. It is better not to feel rather than feel pain. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. Because this is the I won't cry for you. I can't cry for you. Here you are, almost like holding this vial to this person here. This is yours. You need to process it. I'd rather not feel anything than feel pain. That doesn't feel very helpful. And then, or you could keep going, yeah, because they're mostly in the upright. But then we get parasite and the child I was meant to be. This is where I feel, oh, that's interesting. Forgetting oneself comes in after that, which makes a lot of sense. So parasite, number 19. When the only answer to lack of self-efficiency is to cling to another one. You may have been dealing with someone too, Pisces, who it was kind of codependent in terms of them not wanting to look at things within themselves that they need to grow and develop, move beyond, recognize as aspects of improvement in themselves. You know, there's kind of a codependency here. And then the child I was meant to be. So it's kind of like stepping out of that and see, what does this say? Number 8. I don't think an instant of clarity is the light I need. Exactly. But like they have to step out of the parasitic energy to do that, to see it. Wow, that's an incredible underline. Yeah, I really need to purge. I'm going to go skiing tomorrow. I'm going to go skiing tomorrow. Okay, I'm going into the karma cards. Yeah, this, okay, it's just, I've already said what I need to say, so I'm not gonna say it again, because it's tiring. It's really tiring. And I'm not saying that to be rude, I'm just trying to protect my energy so I can keep doing this reading and push it further. But if there's anything you need to clarify in what I just said, just rewind it and hear it again. Because I just feel like I'm gonna repeat things I've already said. Who they really are, fragmentation. In the 7th house, diplomacy, relationships, get a fair deal. I think this person is very diplomatic. Well, they're saying, we're being told that they are. Now, they may feel fragmented. Maybe you've ended something with this person. I think this person is mad at themselves when rage is projected inward. As difficult as this sounds, I feel like this person is about to go through one of the most poignant experiences of growth that they've probably had in a very long time, if ever. I think this person is on a very deep journey to understand why they're so mad at themselves. They're so, like, wow. This person is not going to be in the future who they've ever been before. But they're so diplomatic in their relationships. They want things to be fair. That on some level, I'm getting here, like, you know, wanting everyone to be happy, wanting everyone to get along, wanting to please everyone. But when you do that, you really end up pleasing nobody, because you don't really have your own identity and what it is that you seek in relationship, what you believe is fair. Because what this person believes is fair in relationship and what this person believes in fair in relationship could be completely opposite. And that may work for both of them. But what works for you, for your person? The mask they hide behind. The moon. Defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how. I feel like on some level that this person is, like, right, they're accepting whatever's going on or whatever's gone on between the two of you, but that's a mask. Like, they're having difficulty accepting something here, and they're having great difficulty believing that the future could be better. That there's something dramatically different about their life right now. Maybe there was this tower moment, there's a big change, there's a sacrifice on some level. And that, yeah, everything will be okay tomorrow. In the future will be better. This person does appear to look like they have no idea where things are going here. Or maybe it has to do with their home life, because the moon, Cancer, the 4th house. I think that might be true, that they don't know where they're going to end up on the other side of whatever this is for them. But I don't think they're particularly hopeful. Why they hide their true selves? In Scorpio, purification to resurrect, the secrets of, resulting from the power of. They're trying to figure out a way. This person is finding a new level of internal, like, self-empowerment here. But how do I bring that forward? How do I utilize that? You know, I almost feel like this person, it would almost do them good to be angry and express it. I don't feel like, if you've had like a huge blow up with this person in any way, I don't know if it's this person. Like, I think it's somebody else. Because this person is very diplomatic in their relationships. They want everyone to have a fair deal. They want it to be fair. But do they sacrifice themselves in that? And that comes back down to this. How this affects your relationships. I won't cry for you. I can't cry for you. You have to find your closure. I have to find my closure. And in Scorpio, like, it's really deep issues that this person is working through. I feel like on some level too, because I find it interesting with the imagery here, that there's a snake caught in the circle of 2 scorpions. So when we're talking about too, like, being able to bring something, like, purify and resurrect a new aspect of oneself, it's almost as if, like, it doesn't feel safe to do that. At least it doesn't for them right now. Queen of my world. I set limits to my world. Inside I am queen and outside is lost. And it feels like the world is small, that the snake is in here. It's a very tight circle. They could be keeping a very tight circle with who they interact with. How this affects your relationship. In the 4th house, what makes you feel secure, support your home base or family. That's very, very interesting. Oh my gosh. Number 22 comes out to a 4. 4th house. Personal relationships. Things that we hide and seclude from others. Your home base, your family could have something to do with a family home. What support you have or do not have. And how you find security. Advice for you, artificial heart. In the 1st house, immediately the way you project yourself, do it on your own. Now, this has, like, there's levels to tarot. So some of you, this might be a full-on, yeah, you've ended a major relationship here and you're going in your own direction. Others of you, you just may be needing to step back from someone that you're close to because they're going through some stuff and you can't help them. They need to do this part of whatever this is for them. And it feels like some level of healing and working through, I almost call it like an ascension energy. That feels, I mean, it kind of is, but it's a label again. I'm so tired of different labels. So advice for you is to focus on you. Focus on this question for you. If I don't feel the warmth of the sun, do I blame the sun or do I blame myself? Find this answer on your own. The way you project yourself. Does the way you project yourself represent who you are internally as well? And there's something in that that might provide you with the answer. Because, you know, feeling the warmth of the sun. If you're, like, say, in a group of people and they really are quite a wonderful group of people. They're very warm. They're very inviting. They're very accepting. But you're closed off. So you could spend time with that group and then go back home and say, you know what? The world is just full of cold people. It's like, the warmth was there, but you chose not to feel it. And that's completely acceptable too, depending on whatever cycle you're working through in your own life. But then the question does come down, if at some point, if you are ready to feel the warmth of the sun, if there's sun there, but you're not feeling it, why? Who? What's going on? It could be the way you project yourself. So you could be projecting yourself like artificial heart. Like your heart is closed off. And maybe it is. So it's something to investigate about allowing it to open up again. Outcome, if you follow the advice, calling the storm in Capricorn. Dedication to achieve. Focusing on resulting from the rules imposed by. I do feel like that. I feel here. Can you see that? Can you see that? I do feel like for you moving forward, there is kind of like moving away from devil energy as well with this Capricorn, moving away from the things that confine you and make you feel trapped, codependency, that kind of energy that could be coming through with this. Also, I do see while you're investigating this question for yourself in this advice, I see you navigating more of a practical, perhaps even financial or work-related cycle for yourself. Focusing on achieving something here and putting dedication in to do that. And maybe there are some rules that you're working with, like rules that have been imposed on you in this situation, or even the own rules that you've made for yourself in terms of artificial heart. But that's where you can find, oh, the North Node and it's upright. There will be success from benefit. So there is a benefit to everything that you've gone through, everything that this person is going through, and there will be success. Yeah, again, I don't feel like, you know, I will pull one tarot. No, I'm going to, yeah, a little tiny deck. I'm going to pull a little tiny deck out for how this affects your relationship. How this affects Pisces' relationship with this person. How this affects Pisces' relationship with this person. Healing. Well, okay, I feel like you're moving away from healing and you're discovering some sort of new truth here. Maybe that new truth is based in this advice for you, asking this question. Four of Swords, Six of Swords, Ace of Swords. Lots of mental clarity. A lot of mental clarity. Mental healing. Being open to where the universe is going to take you today. And finding I feel like finding the answer that you seek. I feel like the answer that you seek is in the question that you're being advised to consider for yourself. I will say it one more time. If I do not feel the warmth of the sun, will I blame the sun or myself? At the bottom we have the Queen of Cups, the Two of Wands. It's so much at the bottom, sorry. Queen of Cups, Two of Wands. Imagining a more heartfelt future. Oh, Pisces, thank you so much, my friends. I'm gonna go do the extended. In the extended, I look at an Oracle and Tarot deck, and I ask 3 specific questions in that. I ask, what would they tell you, this person, if they could tell you anything? If they could tell you anything without judgment, without consequences, what would they tell you? And then I ask why. Why don't they tell you? It's a little bit more deep than, well, because there's a consequence for this, you know. We're going to find out what that is. And then I'll ask their deepest thoughts about you and this situation. Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.